Hello, everyone. It's Dr. Gwen here with your self-care tip tool strategy of the week. So this week we are talking about feeling our feelings. I just want to start by saying that all feelings are okay. Let's just put that on the table. Whether it's anger or sadness or loneliness or frustration, whatever it is, happiness, let's not just focus on the negative, joy, whatever feelings you are feeling, acknowledge those feelings and allow yourself to express it and to be in that space. Oftentimes we don't allow ourselves to feel our feelings or acknowledge them, and we also don't allow others to feel their feelings, and we don't acknowledge their feelings either, especially kids. We often say, stop crying. Why are you crying? Be strong. Let's not. And especially with men, we think of it as a sign of weakness, or I don't think of it as a sign of weakness, but a lot of people see that in themselves. If they're crying, they see it as a sign of weakness or see anger as a bad thing. And it's not. I try to teach students and adults that all feelings are okay. Oftentimes, it's the behavior that's inappropriate that comes along with the feeling that gives a feeling a bad rap. For example, when we're angry, if we're lashing out at others and blaming and not taking responsibility, or showing physical or verbal aggression along with the anger, then anger becomes a bad thing. And it's not the feeling, because sometimes people do things to piss us off. Like, we have every right to be angry, but we don't have a right to use physical violence or to be verbally abusive or aggressive when we become angry. So, taking time to sit and acknowledge those feelings and own it and take responsibility for it, will allow us to do better in handling those feelings appropriately when they come to the surface. And, one of the other things I will say, though, when you're feeling your feelings, if you find that you are feeling a certain way all the time, then you definitely want to seek some help and guidance and support with that. If you're angry every day, if you're sad every day, if you're always in a bad mood, if every little thing is pushing you to the edge, then that is definitely a problem that you want to seek support for. But, just allowing yourself to feel your feelings when they come to the surface. And sometimes that's hard to do because it does take energy, and it does take, just, it's a roller coaster. Let's just say that it can be draining. And sometimes people feel like, I don't have the time to deal with this right now. But if you don't, eventually you're going to have to deal with it. And it's going to be a bigger problem than if you just take the time to deal with it, when those problems, or when those feelings, I'm sorry, actually come to the surface. So feeling your feelings is definitely a self-care strategy. Allow yourself to do that, whether it's crying or whatever the feeling is. If you need to cry because you're sad, you're overwhelmed, you're frustrated, let the rivers flow. Open the floodgates. Sometimes just a good cathartic, ugly cry will make you feel so much better and release so much of that pent up frustration that you're feeling, or feelings of overwhelm. And also, take time to talk to others about the way that you're feeling. Sometimes we feel, so alone because we think it's just us. And, there's so many others that are struggling with the same things that we're struggling with, and we can be a source of support and strength for each other. So today's, or this week's, self-care strategy is take time to feel your feelings. All right, guys, remember, self-care matters. Take care. Have a great week.